Hey y'all, welcome back to Viz Vibe. Today is another trail tourism video. We are going up to Mount Lemmon today, which is one of my favorites because it's close to home, but it's a great retreat from the summertime heat here in Tucson. So we're gonna be doing the Gulch Trail today, and then we have some fun up on the mountain as well. So y'all, please enjoy. Gulch is another great out and back trail. I love a good out and back because you can turn around at any point. From this trailhead, you could run for many miles and connect into different trails, but today we stayed on the Gulch Trail, which transitioned into the wilderness of rocks. We ended up seeing some pretty neat stuff. This trailhead can get pretty busy since it's so close to Summerhaven, but once you find a spot to park and get a mile or so down the trail, you end up having it all to yourself. What's great about this trail is it's high up the mountain, so it's got great temperatures even at peak summertime. While the weather is nice, the reason for it comes at a cost. This trail does sit around 8,000 feet, so don't be surprised when you're a bit out of breath walking or running down the trail. I know I sure was. I'm just breathing. There are lots of nice water crossings and shaded spots to cool off along the way if you do need a break from time to time. One of my favorite parts of the trail are the ferns that make you feel like you're on the set of Avatar. There used to be a lot more before the fire, but many of them are growing back quickly, and honestly they've pretty much managed to cover the ground floor at this point. If you're into bouldering or climbing, then the wilderness of rocks is a killer spot for this. There are tons of cool rock formations out here the further you go up. We haven't made it out here to boulder yet, mostly because we don't want to have to schlep a crash pad all the way out, but I think we will one day. Something else that's neat is if you know where to look, you can find some rocks that have small pools dug out of them by the water. I believe this water comes from snowmelt, but usually it's flowing, especially if there's been a lot of rain or snow. I stuck my feet in and found the pools to be very nice and chilly. After our detour to the pools, we headed back to the car to finish off our day at the cookie cabin and check out the market we had driven past.
No moss. No moss.
When you're allotting time for this hike, know that you do a lot of climbing on the way back out, and you only have about 1 mile downhill at the end, so make sure you take that in consideration. It's kind of an easy hike out, but coming back, you definitely have to work a bit harder. After our run, we traveled a short ways back into Summerhaven. There was a market happening in town, but we needed some food first. The Cookie Cabin is a lovely place to stop in for a sweet treat. They also have many flavors of pizza. A slice of pizza will cost you around $4, a cookie about $7, and I thought drinks were expensive. They cost about $4, so if you can plan on it, I'd bring your own drink. But if you're gonna bring your own drink, might as well bring a picnic. And since there's so many places to enjoy on the mountain, there's lots of picnic tables. You might just find yourself having a picnic instead. If you watch my other trail tourism video on Mount Lemmon, we went to the Iron Door, which is a bit farther up the mountain in the ski valley. I think you get a bit more food for your money because you also get that free lift ticket, so I think it's a better value. That being said, I can attest that the Cookie Cabin certainly doesn't skimp on food. I mean, look at this cookie. It's like the size of my head. We did stand in line for a good while to get it, but it was a Saturday. This is usually the case in the summer. What happens in the summer is the mountain maintains its nice cool weather while Tucson temps begin to rise. All of us in Tucson are often tempted to crowd Mount Lemmon to escape the 100+ heat. After the Cookie Cabin, we headed on to our market stroll. This was more of a craft market than a farmer's market, I'd say. So we didn't find anything we needed, but we certainly enjoyed chatting with some of the folks and looking at their art. Summerhaven is quite small, so it's very walkable. You can park your car in some of the various parking spots and work your way through the gift shops, the general store, and if the market's going on, there are a lot of fun little things they have to offer. It always throws me off to find such a quaint mountain town resembling those of Colorado in the heart of the desert. Mount Lemmon certainly is a special place. We headed back down the mountain as our day was over. If you're in Tucson for a visit, Mount Lemmon is a grand place to adventure. It'll keep you busy all day, but in the summer, it will most likely be a bit crowded. The earlier you go, the better, but it's worth the drive up there. Like I said before, be careful if you drive up and down. There are lots of bikers on the road that can catch you by surprise on those corners that wrap around the mountain's boulders. Share the road, y'all. It's late. Alright, y'all. I hope you enjoyed Mount Lemmon Round 2, Marshall Gulch, and Market and Cookie Cabin. Please like and subscribe down below. Comment if you have any comments, if you've been up to Mount Lemmon, if you have any questions. If you don't, I will see y'all later, and happy trails. Bye.
You caught a big old log, didn't you?